Hello, everyone. My name is Armand. I'm a co-founder of Career Scoops. And today on Get the Scoop, we have.
Maya Davis. Nice to meet everyone. Thanks for hosting me on your platform. So I'm a systems engineer at Lockheed Martin. I've been with Lockheed Martin for 6 years. I work on the F-35 program for maintenance systems.
So that's pretty cool. So what do you exactly do then as like a systems engineer there?
Absolutely. So I work on the integration and test team, where we work on a maintenance system software that does logistics for end-to-end operations for the F-35 for maintenance. And I essentially test the software and do integration with our subcontractors. So it looks like going in, finding bugs in the software, reporting them back to the software engineers, and helping them develop a solution.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. Like when I hear the term systems engineer, I would not know that that's specifically what you do. Thank you for describing that. But
Mhm.
so what made you choose this career path? Where did you find your passion in this?
Absolutely. So I did in undergrad, I studied computer science, and I have great interpersonal skills. And so I wanted to have a career where I could be in technology, but also leverage leadership and communication. And so systems engineering is just that. It's kind of like the a good niche if you like technology, understand software engineering, and so you check out their code and for quality to make sure that it's good for the customer and it meets the requirements of the customer. And so that's kind of why I did that. So I'm not like always developing all day. I do have a time to like reach out to our stakeholders, reach out to our customers, understand where their problems are, where the needs are for the software, and then I can like report that back to the software engineers.
Yeah, that's cool. I was just about to ask if you had communication with the customers as well. So, basically, you're checking up on software that do you create the software as well, or are you just like going through it and making sure it's meeting the needs of others?
We also define requirements for the software. So we tell the developers what their goals are, what they have to meet from a software perspective, and then they develop it and hand it back over to us, and we test it to make sure that it actually does what it's supposed to do.
Okay, interesting. And so, how did you pursue this career? Like, what schooling did you do?
Yeah, so I did, as I mentioned earlier, I went to Tennessee State University. I received my master's, my bachelor's in computer science. There I studied numerous things like programming languages, operating systems, database management. And just last year, I received my master's from University of Central Florida in data analytics because I do have a passion about that as well. Using data to drive solutions is kind of my passion.
Yeah, I mean, my mom is a data scientist, so I know she knows a lot about that. And that's great that you got your master's. I'm sure because you were so passionate that those years of schooling, were they still like hard on you, or was it your passion that just really like drove you through school?
In my opinion, I feel like the bachelor degree is actually the most challenging degree compared to the master's program, because the bachelor's degree is you're learning new things. And with the master's degree, it's kind of teaching you what you already know or showing you, giving you an opportunity to showcase what you already know. And there's some learning in there as well, but it actually just kind of, for me, it just proved to me what I was good at, what some of the things in data science that I needed to work on. Yeah, I feel like the bachelor's degree, once you get past that, I think school is amazing because you get to study what you're passionate about, and it's exciting to learn new things.
Yeah, that's great. I know a lot of people have varied opinions about school and college, but it's great to see like you were passionate about what you were studying, and then now you get to work somewhere that you spent all this time studying. It's really paying off now. And I
Yeah.
know earlier you were saying you have like interpersonal skills, leadership skills. did you have these skills when you were like in high school? Like I'm 15 right now, and like
Yeah.
who do you aspire to be then when you were in my age?
Yeah, so in high school, I went to an art school, and so I did like I went for like dance and I played the flute. And I feel like if you have any type of extracurricular activity, it also helps you develop interpersonal skills and leadership skills. So I would say, yeah, I definitely showcased those abilities through high school, and then now in my career, I get a chance to continue that the development of the skills.
That's interesting. You went to an art school, but now you're in basically a computer science type of job.
Yeah.
So like the very two very different fields, I would say, but maybe for you, you find some similarities. I don't know. Maybe through
Yeah.
reading things.
I feel like creativity, the things that I learned in high school, being creative, to me is what sparks innovation. So I feel like if you have that creative aspect to you, you would really do well in a technology career.
I mean, I know for me, I say I'm not much of a creative person. My parents sometimes say, "Oh, you're creative, you just don't realize it." But
Yeah,
not just me. I'm sure I have other skills in other places, but I am interested in technology though, so that's
awesome.
something for me. And if there was someone like me that actually wants to pursue being a systems engineer, what advice would you tell them right now?
Um, Advice. I feel like systems engineer is a field where you really have to think about things in a systematic way. So if you're already trying to come up with the best possible scenario to do something, it could be very simple or like the most efficient way to complete a task. I feel like those kind of things are beneficial things that you could work on and develop now to have a successful uh career in systems engineering. Also, you want to make sure that you understand you could be a system engineer for like a hardware program where you're actually testing on hardware, or you could work on software. And so it's basically really just understanding the quality behind software is kind of what I do. And so I would say be if you're pursuing a education in technology or engineering, that you take note of things that make software behave efficiently and understand a little bit about user experience. Like your iPhone, for example, I'm pretty sure have people have a lot of great user experience using those tools. So those are some of the things that you want to look at and study to get in that field.
Okay, so basically understanding the quality of what makes a good software slash I guess you can do hardware as well, you said. And so would you say you would have to be like I'm assuming people that are more into trying to get everything perfect, trying to get everything down in life, like that. hmm, I don't know, people that always like to have the room clean, people
Yeah.
that always trying to do the best in school, they're probably going to like this career path compared to others because they're able to understand the quality of programs maybe better if there's
Yeah.
that. So, okay, before this conversation, I couldn't put that two and two together there. So, thank you for enlightening me on that.
Yeah.
And so, lastly, what are some personal benefits you have gained from having this career?
I would say building a cool network and technology. Being in Orlando, I feel like it's a definite hub, an emerging hub for technology. And so I would say that one of the things that I really like about being in this field is being connected within that. Um, and then also working for a really cool company, Lockheed Martin. And I mean, I work on the F-35. So, it's definitely helped me develop a lot of pride in our military and how they're executing things and all the cool technology that we have out there and providing for the military. So having some insight into that is pretty awesome. I don't know if you've ever seen the F-35 fighter jet, but it's like one of the one of the coolest latest generation fighters on the market today. So And then I would also say that it's definitely a job where you can inspire others to pursue a career in technology. Being a minority, it's cool to have that insight and to be able to mentor the youth, you know, like career scoops into pursuing a career like this. So I feel like, and then also just my education, you know, being able to pursue my master's, and then just recently got accepted in the UCF for a PhD program in industrial engineering. So
That,
that's going to be a journey I'm excited about. But yeah, just being able to expand my knowledge.
that's great to hear. I'm happy for you on being accepted to that PhD program. Yeah, I mean, working in the military sounds like a very, or not like in the military, but working on stuff for the military sounds very interesting. Like
Yeah.
that type of job, I feel like a lot of people don't consider that there's jobs and aspects of life you may not have considered. Okay, someone has to work on something for the military. Someone
Yeah.
there's all sorts of levels, and it's great that we can bring more light to these jobs through stuff like
Mm.
Get the Scoop. So thank you so much for being here with me. It was a very great conversation. And everyone, thank you so much for tuning into this week's Get the Scoop. Be sure to leave any questions you have in the comment section below, and we'll be sure to answer it. And Maya, would you like to add any last words of wisdom to anyone that is considering this career path, or have you felt like you already gave your words?
I would say be a problem solver every day. You know, when you find yourself complaining about things, it just think of a way to improve it. Once you start thinking like that, you set yourself up for being an amazing engineer. Just learning how to problem solve effectively and drive solutions. And maybe you might come up with, you know, an idea that, you know, that you can market yourself and sell. So I feel like if you just think about just how to solve different problems that you're already experiencing, maybe through technology or something innovative, I feel like that is a lot of just advice that I would give anybody thinking about getting into tech.
That's great to hear. That type of these type of words, I feel like everyone needs to hear. There's all sorts of careers can be not necessarily shortened down, but like problem solver is a great way to describe what you're doing, right? Problem
Mm-hmm.
solver, and then looking at the quality of the software. So again, people that might not know what a systems engineer is now can know if they watch this, and they'll see, wow, maybe this is something I want to pursue. And that's great. So,
Yeah.
anyways, join us next time on Get the Scoop.